welcome to March's readings for your zodiac signs. Just like usual, we're going to be doing the past, present, and future readings. But before your video begins, I just wanted to put up some significant dates that are going to be going through the month of March that you should be highly aware of, that may affect your circumstances or how you feel. Additionally, during March, we're actually going to be experiencing Saturn in Pisces for, I believe, the first time in 30 years. I'm not quite sure, but I know we'll have Saturn in Pisces until 2025, so that's going to be a really big energy. And essentially what that means is that the universe will be testing our boundaries during this time. So also please be mindful of that as well within the reading if that calls out to you. But yeah, so we'll be using the Zodiac dice too. And let's get on with your guys' reading. Hi Taurus, welcome to your monthly reading for March 2023. We'll be doing a past, present, and future reading just like last time. And we'll be using the Hedge Oracle and the Crystal Oracle to have a look at what your general energies are. And then, in addition to those, we will also be using the Zodiac dice today to see what other energies may be influencing you. This also could be people who are influencing you, sun, moon, or rising. Don't worry too much if they don't really resonate with you. These are just kind of like extra confirmation. They're like dessert, so don't pay them too much attention if you don't really recognize anything meaningful from the dice. So to get started, we'll begin rolling. Oh wow, okay, so you have Leo twice. I think you actually came up in Leo's reading as well, I believe. And then the last one that you have is Scorpio. So I'll leave those guys there. Today we have the Monsoon Tarot deck, which we're going to be using for the past. So what's going on in Taurus's most recent past from March 2023? This one, and then we'll do one more. Oh my goodness, this one's like several. That's way too much, universe. We need just one card for Taurus. By the way, I hope you enjoy the change in lighting. I installed new lights in my room, so hopefully they are appealing to you. I figure that it would just be better for those who are using these videos to try to fall asleep too. And yeah, so we'll set these cards over here, and as usual we'll be pulling from the bottom of the deck to create our advice pile. For the present, we'll be using the Muerte Tarot deck, so that one popped out almost immediately. What is going on for Taurus in the month of March 2023? And then one more card universe for Taurus. Month of March 2023. Okay, and then we'll be using the Ceccoli Tarot deck for the future. And I also apologize if I completely butchered that name. I only know a little bit Italian, so what is going on in Taurus's future from March 2023? I love the backing on like all three of these cards, the way the back of the cards look. Ooh. Okay, 2 cards flew out and they dropped on the floor. Okay, I have retrieved them. Let me just adjust. And now that we have our 3 cards, we'll be putting them over here on the moon area. And drawing on what are your current thoughts and feelings in the month of March 2023. But yeah, I really love the backing of these cards. I don't know if I want to make some more like pick a card videos. Usually I only do it like once in a while when I feel called to, so but yeah, what's going on? Ooh, I feel this guy and I feel this guy, so it's just one more card for Taurus's thoughts, feelings towards the month of March 2023. Okay, I'm gonna take sorry, it's worth noting that a bunch of other cards flipped out. I'm just adjusting them. Okay, there we go. So now we have our advice pile and this pile all set and ready. So we'll set that aside and we'll do our oracle cards next. So wow, that was almost immediate. I always like put energy into my questions before I shuffle them. So the universe already knows what I'm asking for, but wow. What is another card to represent the general energies going for Taurus in the month of March 2023? Can I have one more card, universe, please? This one. Okay. And now for the oracle deck. What's going on for Taurus? This one. During the month of March 2023. Okay, so we'll set the oracle cards aside and immediately we'll dive into your past. So in the first spot we have the 6 of water. Okay, then we have the 10 of water. Interesting. Next we have the high priestess. Okay, so there's some sort of like the 6 of cups, which is the 6 of water, usually represents like a past life sort of energy. It could also represent some sort of childlike wonder and curiosity. Traditionally in the 6 of cups there are 2 children, I believe a boy and a girl, that are exchanging cups. And I just find it interesting that in this card, in this one is the 10 of cups, there is a boy and a girl, and he is a sunflower and she is holding a sunflower. So it seems like they exchanged favors sometime while she was on stage, as she's now getting off the stage. So this symbolizes that there may be someone in your life who is interested in you, who is from like one of your past lives that is the key to your emotional fulfillment. And I am seeing this in a more romantic light. or this could possibly be like a dream that you've had since childhood. So like if you always wanted to be an artist, if you always wanted to be, I don't know, like an astronaut or a doctor, or doing something in relation to that, like or being like a comic book artist, like that could be something that an opportunity will open for the future that will allow you to fulfill that dream. And we're seeing that too through the High Priestess. So maybe you might already start to have a little bit of an inkling that there's something good that's coming towards you. Like there is an opportunity that's coming towards you. You just don't know what it is yet. But let's get further clarification by looking into the present. So first we have the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, wow. Amazing. Amazing card. Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. The next card that you have is the Star. And I find it interesting because the Star's position is, I don't know why, it seems like very similar to the High Priestess card in a way, where they're both like seated with their shoulders, even though their arms and their legs are not necessarily in the same way. I see them both as a reflection of each other. How they're both sitting above the water as well is really interesting. Or like a part of their torso is above the water. And then for the final card, you have the Eight of Cups. Okay. And so now we'll get into your future. So for your future, you have the King of Wands. Then you have the Three of Cups. Okay. And then you have, I believe this is the Star. Let me just double check really quick. I have a little bit of a difficulty with this deck, even though I really love the imagery. I'm still kind of learning it. Yes, this one is the Star. So you have the Star showing up twice. So there is a wish fulfillment that is here. So yeah, seeing really good things out of like your tarot cards. So there's something that's nostalgic that you are going to have the opportunity to be able to fulfill, but the universe is asking for you to use your intuition to move towards whatever this dream is. And there may be something that you have to walk away from. There may be like residual energy from the past. So maybe you had the dream to be an artist, but you always thought in the past that you are not good enough. So the universe is telling you to let that go. Like you have everything that you need in order to move forward, to get this Ten of Cups, this fulfillment, but also to have financial stability and create your own legacy, which is represented by this Ten of Pentacles, which is super exciting. And so in your future, we see you embodying this King of Wands, which is a very charismatic energy, which is a very gung-ho energy. The King of Wands wants to go out, wants to do things, isn't afraid of like accomplishing anything. But also we see some sort of celebration here with the Three of Cups. Sometimes people see the Three of Cups as like a third party energy. I don't necessarily read it that way. I read more intuitively. And so what I see here is like almost a sense of freedom. If you look at how this mermaid is jumping out of the water and her eyes are closed and she's just enjoying the moment of what it feels like to be above the water. And that is an interesting connector to the High Priestess, to the Star card over here, is that a part of them is above the water. So it's almost like a feeling of having some sort of freedom. So you have some pretty amazing cards here in your reading for March, Taurus. Like, wow. Let's look into what your thoughts and feelings are for March, and hopefully we'll also take a look at your advice to maybe get a little bit more clarification on this Eight of Cups. So like what exactly you need to move away from. Hopefully we can get more clarity on that. Okay, there we go. So we have your thoughts and your feelings for the month of March here. So the first that we have is the Knight of Pentacles. Then we have the King of Wands again. And then we have the High Priestess again. So yeah, with the King of Wands, the High Priestess, very much the similar things that I've already said, connecting with your intuition, transforming into this charismatic person in order to achieve the goals that you want. And then the Knight of Pentacles, it's important to note that he is the slowest moving knight, but that's because he takes his time to learn everything that he can about the situation. Like, he is not going to make a single move until he knows, like, what the situation is, who is there, how are things happening. Like, he takes the time to study everything. And that's why he is connected to the earth, because that is really a stable-minded form of thinking. So yeah, let's move these up here and have a look at your advice. Okay, so for the first advice card, you have the Six of Fire. So it's already a victory. Six of Fire represents the Six of Wands. Then you have the Nine of Pentacles, wish fulfillment once again, relating to that star. Then you have, I believe this is the Chariot. Let me double check. Let's see. I'm like pretty certain it's the Chariot, but let me just make sure. Oh no, this is actually Strength. I was wrong. So this is a Strength. Traditionally, Strength represents or has a lion on the card, and then a woman is putting her hand into the lion's mouth. So it means that the woman is not afraid that the lion will bite her. She has the emotional and the physical strength to move towards what needs to get done. So feeling a lot of that energy. And the big thing too is that you have the King of Wands twice, and then you have the Strength card, and you rolled on the Zodiac dice Leo twice, and these are two cards that do represent Leo, so maybe that is like an influencing energy for you during this time, Taurus. And then you have the Nine of Swords. It came up in reverse, but let's flip that. So what I can see clearly through the advice now is that the universe is telling you to maintain your own emotional and mental strength when it comes to this situation, because you may have anxieties that are irrational. Nine of Swords is anxieties, restless nights, sleeplessness for absolutely no reason. These are, like I said, irrational fears. These are not fears that are useful in the world, almost like a phobia in a way. So you need to maintain that mental strength to say, hey, I have no need to be afraid of this. I have everything that I need. I have the intuition. I know what I need to do, and I know I have the capability to achieve my dreams and have this victory, this sense of freedom, and also receive these Nine of Pentacles and have this fulfillment in my life. Because the Nine of Pentacles is pre-Empress energy. So the Empress has everything that she needs. She doesn't need the Emperor. The Emperor needs her. She has everything that she needs. She has lovers. She has, abundance. She has emotional, mental fulfillment. So yeah, let me clear out everything really quick, and we'll have a look at your oracle cards for your overall energies, any other additional messages that the universe wants to tell you. So for your first oracle card, you have Huckleberry, which is resourcefulness, and I feel like it's no coincidence it's following under the Knight of Pentacles. And then you have Strawberry, which means to enjoy. Next, for your crystal cards, you have Emerald, which is unconditional love, beauty, recovery, and healing past lives. And next you have Blue Calcite, soothing inner peace, universal perspective, and strong memory. So I will read a piece out of the Hedge Witch's Field Guide. So the oracle property resourcefulness refers to this plant's ability to grow on cliff sides, loose gravel, rocky ledges, and in alpine regions where the snow lies thick for half a year. In areas devastated by forest fires, huckleberries will be one of the first plants to emerge from the ashy soil. Resourcefulness can mean finding ways to turn adversity into opportunity, like the huckleberry benefiting from increased sun in areas where the forest canopy has been damaged by fire. Another kind of resourcefulness is the ability to take what you have and use it to its greatest potential. The huckleberry always reminds me that sometimes success comes not from being the brightest, shiniest, boldest person, but from strategic patience, laying low, hiding in the snow until the right opportunity presents itself. And then, last but not least, you have strawberry. Strawberry is easy to spot and identify, and common throughout the world. It heralds the joys of summers and delights with sweet fragrance and flowers. It isn't poisonous, nor does it magically cure every ailment. It is a simple pleasure that leads to the oracle property and joy. Sometimes we need to remember to enjoy our lives and the small gifts we receive daily. The summer sunlight, a child's laugh, the smell of strawberries and peonies. The business of being human can be complicated and difficult, and it is so easy to forget to live in gratitude and balance. With its message of life's blessing shining brightly upon you, Tarot's star card connects to this oracle property. Turn your face to the sky and simply enjoy the stars for a moment. Okay, but like when when I told you before that like you have this sense of freedom and you see these different characters from the Six of Wands to the Star card to the High Priestess, they're all sitting above water, and it like has this feeling of like flying through the air. And so for the last line, to turn your face to the night sky and enjoy the stars, that really like it really hit me how it connects to those cards, and especially because you did have the star card within your reading. So yeah, that's all I wanted to add. But that is pretty much your reading, Taurus. I hope you enjoyed. I hope there was something that resonated with you. Remember to take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And thank you so much for being here with me in this reading, and I hope you have a wonderful month, and I'll see you next time. Bye!